Guys, fair play of TeamDTF here. So the week is over. The weekend was over. I unfortunately didn't end up going to day 2 of YCS. But I finished X3. And I dropped on that day because I knew that my chances of getting into the next round for the next day was really low, and I was right about that. And only most of the people that did go to the next day were X2s and lower. They said that if you had 18 points you could make it, but unfortunately that's not the case. But yeah. So I ran 6 samurais. I did really well. I played a wide variety of decks, and I'm happy to say that I fared pretty decent against all of them. I played 2 6 samurais, 2 gravekeepers, 1 Karakuri's, 1 chaos plant, 1 anti-meta, and 1 Dragonidis. And that round I ended up dropping because the round after that. So basically you could say I went X4, but really what I did finish was X3 because I dropped on the last round. So yeah. So yeah, wide variety of decks. Against my matchups I did really well. I beat both Gravekeeper decks. I lost to 1 6 samurai deck, and I went through the rounds X1 until the 7th round and 8th round, where I lost my X1 match on table 21 to a anti-meta deck. The guy, I don't know, like he was basically stacking, but I didn't really want to do anything about it. Like, being my first YCS, I tend not to take the game so seriously, but he would, when we were siding, he would go put the cards in, and he would look at every card that he would put in, and he would shuffle it, and then he would look at the top 5 cards of what he drew, and then he would shuffle it again until like he realized that some of the cards that he had were decent enough to like draw. And basically game 3 he drew the nuts on me. He had a Thunder King out there against my 6 Sams, had Chain Disappearance set, Solemn Judgment, and a Forbidden Lance, seeing that he could say when he attacks he can decrease my monster's attack by 800 attack and just kill it with the Thunder King. And he stacked, well, he didn't stack it on purpose, but my jaw was stacked. I drew like spells and traps, and it was just like nasty. But yeah, and he went first that round, so it was horrible. I went X2, and then I played the Dragonidis where I went X3, so I was like, the guy drew good. I unfortunately didn't draw so well, and that's just part of the game. I would give it to the guy that he did play fairly, and I unfortunately didn't get the best of what I could have done. If I went X2, I may have came the next day to compete because my tiebreakers are really good. Because seeing that I went X1 the whole time, I think my tiebreakers are good enough to advance to the next round, but unfortunately that's not the case. And yeah. So yeah, I want to talk about my build. So I guess I'm just gonna put it on the other camera. So yeah, guys, stay tuned, and I'll talk more about the deck in the next video. Hello guys, fair play TeamDTF here, and this is the second video to my update on YCS. So here we go. Let's start with the deck. One hand, really good. What I gotta tell you is, like, when you play with hand, keep it in your hand, and like how it says Hand of the Six Samurai, you want to keep it in your hand. Really good card if you're basically an out for whenever things get tough and you need to recover. Hand is there. Yep, I use Hand. Next card, Neospatian Groundmal. I use him basically to get over monsters that are tough for Six Samurais, and I don't want to basically use up my resources. Like, I don't want to kill one of my monsters just so I can run into a Stardust with my Sheehan. So this guy basically messes up Stardust. Everyone but Kataster. So yeah. Renanishi. This guy really put in work. Basically, I held him into my hand, and when I needed to double edge, I would play him and then synchro for 8, and did put in work with him. Unfortunately, he's a 2200 beater. If he was 2500, he'd be way good. He'd probably be even secret, but yeah. Really good card. Recommend him. Run the double Grandmasters. When one was dead, another came back alive, so that's how I saw it. When it was bottomless, I managed to get another one out. Triple Keyzon, really good card. Beaters of the deck, they allow your plays to come alive sometimes, and OTK. Kaigeki, one of the main supports of the deck. Really good against anti-mad, said it. And really just a good staller if you in tough times, but as you can see, like a lot of the top, the Miracle Gemini at the top, he had answers to like every deck, so really good for him. Yep, we're in triple Kage Musha. Just a really good card, and his high defense allows him to play. One Dark Hole, one Monster Reborn, one Gateway of the Six. Triple Upstart. That might change. I feel that upstarts are really good, but like when I did draw into another card, it wasn't really necessary. Like, it was a good card and all, but I might keep 2 upstarts, but 3 is, I don't know. I feel that other cards can be put in and for it. The draws of the deck. Triple Smoke Signal, just to get your, search your monsters. Tensionade, Rhoda, double MST for their back rows. You need to get rid of their back rows. Just being this card, it sucks to get Chain Disappearance or have a Necro Valley out there. It really sucks. Randall Oppression, I didn't really like it. It's not my place. Like, I played with it, I know how to play around it, but it's just, the card is just dead. Like, to be honest, like in Six Samurais, you don't even want it on the field when you do. And like, you just have other cards that could replace it. I'm replacing that card with Torrential. It's just, Torrential's better. Double Magatama. Magatama was good at it when I needed it. Not so good after, like, forever, but yeah. I ran the Trapstun. Really good. Might change it to a 7 tools. 7 tools is really good as well, but I believe Trapstun's more of a good card because just because, like, or I might go Trapstun and a 7 tools. But what I gotta say for Trapstun is that basically obviously 7 tools for a card like decks like that play like anti-meta where they only summon once at a time. But Trapstun is like for decks that go off and go crazy, because basically if he had like 3 back row, if he goes, he could have a deep prison, a warning, and another warning or something. Trapstun makes that alive. So say if you go 7 tools the warning, and you get your summon off, you attack, he deep prisons. Like, that's how I feel like the difference in plays of Trapstun. Trapstun's more for monsters that swarm the field. I know some of my teammates ran 7 tools, which I really agree with is a good play, but my playstyle is always in trap stun, but I might change it up. Run the Mirror Force when the Psalm does it. Really stoked that 6-time United is also super, because I love super cards. And double edge. Card is, I don't think you necessarily need 3. Not really a card that you would like to have too much of. Just a double warning. So yeah, that was my deck. Onto the side, and alright, I ran double Cyber Dragon, 1 DD Crow, 2 Intercept Waves. Really good card. Basically, I returned the guy's Vajrayana when he attacked for 3,800. Really good. I wish I drew it early in the game when he would go off sometimes. Zombie World for Puppet Plant and Kinetic. Basically, I turn all his monsters to zombies, and he can't Puppet Plant me, and he can't Kinetic me. I run over his Kinetic. Just smashing ground because to get over Thunder King. Double knock for his for Spy. I recall I hit the Spy with knock on one of the Gravekeepers, and he was just dead. Double Rivalry. Just a really good card. Never got it off. I wish I got it off on Dragoonity or an anti-meta. Really mad that this didn't come into play, because anti-meta would have been squashed from the get-go. Like, even if he puppets on me, he would be forced to send one of the cards that he had, and eventually it would have to be my Xian, because you couldn't really do anything with it, because you can't have 2 monsters of different type on the field. So yeah, I set into another trap stun because they go Chain Disappearance. Really good. And having an extra trap stun did help me for people there. I might change this to 7 tolls or something, you know, play, and Dust Tornado. Just for the back row destruction, so I could have more plays available, so I could OTK quicker. And yeah, the deck played well for me. I'm really satisfied with how I built it, and basically my build is how I worked to my playstyle. I guess you guys want to see the extra deck. This is what I ran. I ran 1 Android, 1 Catastrophe, double Xian, Bryo, Barkion, Gaia Knight. Really good. He put in work when I needed him to, against Xian. Black Rose. Oh my god, I gotta tell you the story I did with this guy. I know I told a lot of people the day of, but one of the 6 samurai guys I played, he drew all spells and that's it. He activates Gateway, Triple United, and sets 1 card. I draw MST, Kagemusha, and Grandmaster, so you already know what's gonna happen. I go MST to face down, it was an he had an MST face down, that's it. I don't know why he didn't set the other 3, because if he had a United and a Gateway, I would have thought the other 3 cards were like warnings or something, and I wouldn't have did what I did. But I went Kagemusha, Grandmaster, blew up his field, plus. And he had 1 card left in his hand, and I basically swarmed his field and killed him. Really broken. Had this guy set against a fucking Gravekeeper, and when I wanted to attack, I would attack, and when I didn't want to attack, I would have it like this. Basically, this is Link's worst enemy, because Link can't get over it, so if he wants to attack it, it's still 2100 attack. If he still wants to attack it in defense, it's still 3000 attack, which is really funny. So yeah. And I use it to pop cards, and it's just really good. Scrap Archfiend, he put in mad work against so basically I would go with him in Grandmaster, Kagemusha and Grandmaster, so I can make this against people. I would never want to keep a 6M game 2, game 3 on the field, because they'll slide into Puppet Plant, and if you don't draw a zombie world, you're fucked. And that's how I felt about it. Stardust Dragon, really good. Colossal, really good. Scrap Dragon, really good. And Chimera Tech. I contact for 4,000 with Cyber Dragon on the car crew guy. Felt bad for him. But that's how it goes. That happened to me at a local, so yeah. Whoa, one thing I gotta say, if you guys are fighting and you guys are like copying my playstyle and testing it out, zombie worlds do work against Dragoonities because they can't synchro and they can't kinetic or puppet pun you, so that basically kills 3 to 5 cards in their deck that they side in for you. You don't need the rivalries. Zombie world does, but rivalry can't. They can't synchro, so they're fucked. So yeah, because they turn them into zombies. So yeah. Just wanted to mention that. And for that, I end my update on YCS. For those of you, thank you for viewing my channel and our channel or the team's channel. I just keep saying mine because I usually do. I'm the one that's doing all the recording, but make sure to subscribe to the other team members. I know some of them are not as active, but that's just a lot of maintenance, and this is my new calculator. But yeah, thanks a lot guys for checking out our team channel, and make sure to subscribe to Team Propatana and WK Dad and all those good people that I always mention. And yeah, I'll catch you guys later.